So you might be looking for a quality pack for your first bug out bag or get home bag, and you don't have a ton of cash to spare. Well, today I'm going to show you a high quality backpack that won't cost you more than the gear you're about to put in it. This is the 3V Gear Velox 2 Tactical Assault Pack. Alright everybody, welcome back. So this is a brand new line of gear that I didn't even know about before they contacted me, and they were nice enough to send this along, and I gotta say, I'm impressed with it. I really do like it. This is from a company called 3V Gear. They make tactical backpacks, EDC sling bags, bug out bags, hydration packs, hydration bladders, and travel bags. They make a ton of stuff. I will put their link down below so you can check them all out. They also sell direct to you, so that gets rid of all the middlemen and the distributors, and you get the best pricing you can get on it. So this is very, very affordable. They stand behind their gear 100%. So anything goes wrong with it, they have a lifetime warranty. They'll back you up if somehow the bag lets you down. This is the Velox Tactical Assault Pack, and what I'm going to do with this today later on is I'm going to take all the stuff out of my get home bag that I have, and we're going to repack it with this because I really like the way this is made. The quality on it is really, really superb. So Velox in Latin means swift or rapid, and that's a really appropriate name for this bag. This bag's designed for individuals on the move. It's 27 liters, it's roomy, it's got tons of pockets, and something I like, a lot of organization. The main compartment in here, let's open it up, is a clamshell design that allows you to completely open this bag, just split it open, and see everything that's inside. Let me tell you, after using bags that I've had to dig in, that is really a nice feature. After a while, you get tired of digging all the way down at the bottom. So take a look at that. You can see right here, everything you could possibly want is wide open. One of the things I like about that is that allows you to add sections to it. So I can make things sectional and use little bags and packs to pack everything away. So I make sure my first aid's on top, and by the way, I do need to get a first aid bag. Right now it's all in the Ziploc in my other bag. We'll straighten that out later, but you got that. You can put your food, your cook kits, whatever, in the order you're going to need them. Maybe you want to put your sleeping bag at the bottom. Maybe you want to put a tarp somewhere in here. You can put pretty much everything in a place that you need it, and you can get to it right away. Now, another nice thing, if you're not going to use this for, say, survival purposes, if you're going to use this in an urban environment for getting to work every day, there's padded laptop sleeves on the inside of this, and on the back here, which I kind of have tied up at the moment. We'll open that up. I wanted to keep it neat. So this can either be used as a hydration part here, a hydration section, or another laptop sleeve. However, my personal opinion is I'd use the inside one because it's padded. And as you can tell, you can fit a fairly large laptop, tablet, whatever, in this big section here. Let's get that out of there. You got lots and lots of room, nice Velcro in there. This is compatible with a hydration bladder, so you could do it in through here, and there's your slit for your drinking tube, or you could just do it in the back, in there, and just let the drinking tube come out right down one of your shoulder pads there. So let's take a second here and talk about the features of this pack, and then we're going to get into the fun part, packing it up with my old stuff. Alright, so first off, the first thing I notice on backpacks is the shoulder straps. This has some really nice heavy-duty padded shoulder straps. Nice breathable fabric on the back there. Just really nice. I've put some random stuff in here to make it heavy enough as a backpack and carried it around a little bit and walking around the neighborhood. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the way it distributes the weight and the way it feels on you. And most of that has to do with this. Next up is your 600D fabric. It repels water and is wear resistant. And I gotta say, if you've ever had an expensive backpack, you have a cheap one first, then you buy an expensive one, the difference is obvious. The material used for this stuff is just way far and above what you're used to with cheap backpacks. And even the one I'm going to show you that I have mine, my gear in for my get-home bag, this one blows it away. That's why I'm going to be changing it out. So it's got a nice 27-liter capacity. It does look bigger than the one that I have that's 29 liters, so I can't figure that out. I guess because it's a little taller and maybe a little slimmer and a little better proportioned. It does have these patches on the front here. You can leave them on or take them off. That's their logo and the American flag. On the back, you'll notice their 3V motto on the back there, Veni Vidi Vici. across the back. I do like the back here. The padding is awesome. The fact that it's a little breathable will be really good too. Having the padding in all these different places kind of helps you out a little bit, especially with my back. I don't have the best back. I got into an injury when I was younger, and this definitely will help carry it. And it does feel very comfortable on my back. It's got an 18-inch by 12-inch by 8-inch sleeve. That's that padded laptop sleeve I showed you inside. It'll fit most 15-inch laptops. Nice admin panel up front. Keep you organized. Let's take a look at that. If you look in here, you'll see all of those little pouches, and everything is rubberized there, so you can put gear in there. All these little pouches are going to be great for all my little things that I carry in there. And remember too, what I'm putting in here is not only just going to be a get-home bag, but it's also kind of going to be a stay-in-a-hotel night bag, you know, if that makes any sense. I'll have a little bit more than I'd have in a get-home bag. So having the organization and space, you know, I have my coffee press in here and everything. Having that organizational space in there is really, really awesome for my purposes. The stitching's perfect on it. Like I said, nice, thick 600D nylon fabric. The bottom straps can be used to attach anything you want to the bag, as well as the compression straps. So if you want to loosen these up a little bit and stick a bedroll under here, say, or if you just want to use this to stick a bedroll underneath, compression strap goes up over the top, and you've got room for a bedroll, a tent, whatever, an extra room for a sleeping bag, whatever you're going to put on the bottom. We're not going to be using that in my use, but definitely a cool way to get things done on the backpack. You've got MOLLE-compatible webbing all over this thing. The stitching on it, I'm going to give you a close-up, is right on the money. I mean, there are a couple little loose things here that I can just burn off with a lighter, but I mean, this is just absolutely perfect compared to some of the backpacks I've had previous. That is a really nice job on the stitching. Really well done. Now, this comes in 3 different colors. It'll come in black, comes in gray, olive drab, and this one, which is coyote tan. I chose coyote tan because that fits my environment. Now, some people will say, you know, I take this to hotel rooms. I take this on trips. You know, maybe I'll take it out of the car and carry it into my hotel room. Some people will say that's too tactical looking, that's too assault looking, you know. These are pretty common now. You know, as time goes on, if you told me that in 1999, I would have said, yeah, this is way too tactical. You're going to stand out like a sore thumb. Now I see people carrying sports gear in bags like this. They're a little more common. One of the nice things about this is it does have, you have your waist straps. I'll get those out for you. They are fully adjustable. They're a little bit big right now. I have to pull them in a little bit. And you have this sternum strap. Now the sternum strap and the waist straps will help carry the weight on your back a little bit easier. They help kind of distribute it. But the nice part about the sternum strap, and the problem I've had with others, is when you cinch this down on yourself and you breathe, it's kind of tight. This one has a little give in it. So as you're breathing, it will move in and out with you. I used to take these right off every backpack I had because I didn't understand them. Now I leave them on and I use them because they really do help distribute the weight a little bit, carrying it on your hips. You can remove them, however. Both the sternum straps and this are fully removable. If you want to unhook them there and undo them, you can take them right out. Like I said before, they keep the quality high and the cost down by selling directly to you and avoiding distributors and retail fees. So we're going to be changing this out. What I'm going to do here in a second is I'm going to take my other get-home bag. So just going to turn into a bug-out bag video a little bit. And I'm going to put all the gear that I have in it out on this table in a pile. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in. I'll put it in here, and I'm going to show you what I left out. Because my other bag is getting a little bit crowded. You know, there's stuff you throw in it when you're somewhere, and you put an extra thing in here, and oh, that's cool, I'll stick it in my bag. So I'm probably going to leave some stuff out, put some stuff in. But when you see the gear, remember, this is not just a get-home bag. It's also a hotel kind of convenience bag. Save some money type bag. I can brew my own coffee in my room. You know, stuff like that. So let me get all that stuff out. Let's put this to the side, and we'll load it up. All right, so it seems like a lot of stuff, right? But it all has a purpose. I'm going to run through really, really quickly and tell you what I have in here. Again, some stuff is because I use this when I go to hotels. I want to make coffee. Maybe I don't feel like getting room service. I'll just eat an MRE entree, which I have back there behind that, underneath here. This is all filled with MRE entrees. I do have a couple of freeze-dried breakfasts just for convenience. This is my first aid kit that I was saying I need to actually get a pack for. I need to actually get a pack for that. You know, but we'll do that later. So let's run through the gear. That's that stuff there. I do have a couple of these porta wipes. They're kind of handy. We'll throw some water on them. I had 4 flashlights in that bag. Instead of that, I've just decided to go with the MR2 Pro, MR2 Warrior Pro from Olay. I am charging it up, although it looks like it's done. This is my cook kit. I have a little propane stove in there. This is a little wood stove, a little Lixada wood stove, titanium. A little windbreak. Over here is a SOL bivvy. Again, not perfect, but it'll keep you warm enough to survive if you have to sleep outside, and there's an emergency blanket with it. In the back, like I said, I got 1 can of gas. I've got MRE entrees, coffee and creamer, because that's what I make in there. I wouldn't carry this if this wasn't part of it, part of the hotel thing. I'd probably just carry a little strainer for coffee, but this is a Stanley coffee press. I like it. I've used it a ton. You get up in the morning, you don't feel like waiting in an hour in Starbucks line downstairs in a hotel to get some coffee. You can make 2 cups right there. I do have a map of Nevada. I have a tarp, which is sealed, vacuum sealed back here. Some stakes for it that are vacuum sealed, an extra stake up there. Emergency rain poncho. This guy I'm kind of debating, but I'm probably going to keep him until I get a hydration bladder. This is an Nalgene bottle full of water. I do have a Sawyer filter back here. 2 little chunks of paracord, kind of my leftovers. A shemagh and gloves. Some light sticks. This is interesting. This is an Opinel saw. Very tiny, very lightweight, but very aggressive. This thing really cuts. I did do a review on it a while back. I have a Gerber strong arm knife right here. Had that for ages, and I did a review on it a long time ago. Excellent outdoors kind of knife, even though it's really more of a tactical knife. I use it for that. I did keep a little bit of a piece of leather for a strap, and really rough but usable sharpener. I do have a Leatherman Skeletal here. That's enough on the tools. I do have an extra spoon, although I do have a spoon in my cook kit. It's a little eating tool. This is my fire kit. The back of the spine of that knife, and this stuff here. Tinder. By the way, this little can came from Black and White Fire Starter. If you get a chance, check them out. They make some amazing fire starters. I just have tinder in here. The only thing this is good for, you've seen these things. They're like, get a free survival tool. But it makes awesome sparks. Of course, now it won't, but it makes awesome sparks. It's really in there as a striker. I may throw it out since I got the spine of the knife. This guy here is my little light stick holder. You snap the light stick, you stick it in there, and you can open it or close it for as much light as you want, or as little light as you want, like that. Run through here real quick. Shortwave antenna and a shortwave radio with AM, FM. Batteries for it, extra batteries. Chargers for cell phones and stuff if I can charge them. I do have a solar bank, 25,000 milliamp hour solar charger bank in here if I need it. Cups. These fold out into cups. I can use them for coffee. And that's pretty much it. I got a Bushnell headlamp. So that's the stuff. I didn't want to take too long showing it to you because it really isn't a bug out bag video. I just want to show you how much stuff I'm going to try to fit in that bag. So let me put it all in there, bring you back and show you what we got. All right, guys, it's packed. It definitely fit in there nicely. There were some things that I had to change because it is slightly smaller. It is definitely lighter. I did lighten the load. I did have a ton of extra stuff in there. Like I said, especially when you review the gear and stuff and you think, oh, this would be really cool, I'll toss it in there. And you forget you got 2 other flashlights in there. I had 3 flashlights in there. We're down now to a headlamp and the newest green O-light that I recently reviewed. So that should do fine. That's more than enough. I have my tools and electronics down in here. Stuff that I'd grab, like an extra pair of glasses, stuff like that. Water filter all up in here. Let's pop that open. I'll show you the one casualty of the bag that absolutely could not go through. We had to break down. I do have my first aid kit in here. And my food, and what else is in here? Get that out of there. First aid kit bag, schmog, my bivvy. But I did have one casualty, and I will show you that in a sec here. I want to make sure I'm in camera. I always hate when I'm reviewing the video later, and I'm like, oh, I didn't show them. This is the casualty. My Stanley press. There just wasn't enough room in there for it. I realize it's 2 liters smaller, or 3 liters smaller than the other one, and it just wouldn't fit in there. I do want to keep the shelter, that tarp. That's definitely something handy. You get stuck on the side of the road, a tent. You're going to want a shelter if it's raining, whatever. And there's a lot of other uses for that. So I definitely want to keep it. And again, if I'm going to make coffee in a hotel room, my little Primula brew buddy will do just fine. So that was the one casualty. That's okay. You get to see it more on the channel now because we'll use it. So it's stuck in my bag. But I was kind of bummed about that. But other than that, definitely not a reflection of the bag. The bag is a smaller bag. And I like the fact that it's lighter without that. And I got rid of a lot of extra batteries and a lot of extra stuff. I'll give you a side look here. And I put it on. Weighs about 25 pounds. and I carried it around the garage. Not a real test. We'll take it out and test it a little bit more. But definitely beautiful bag. Held everything really, really well. I'm happy with it. I'm definitely happy with it. And that other bag did need to go on a diet, so this was definitely called for. Did need a little bit of a smaller bag. Remember, this is just a travel bag. This isn't my bug out bag. If I'm leaving my home and probably not coming back, I'm going to be taking a lot more than just this one bag. This is a get home bag, primarily when we go to Vegas for the night. So I'm very, very pleased with it. I gotta say, 3V Gear has some really nice stuff. I was really kind of surprised at how well this is made for the price. Now, I haven't gotten into the price yet, and I apologize for that. It's $57.95. So it's definitely something that, you know, for the way it's built and the way it's made and the stitching and everything. I mean, I had this opened upside down, tearing it apart, jamming stuff in there, trying to make that Stanley coffee press fit. You know, if this was a cheaper bag, it would have ripped. So it definitely took a little bit of abuse me packing it on the ground. And honestly, it took me about 45 minutes to do, to be completely honest with you. It was not easy to pair off old stuff, you know. I was like, I don't want to get rid of that. We'll get rid of it. But basically all the same gear is in there except for this and a few other small things. Forgot to put that back in there. I will put that back in there. This, I do need to get a first aid kit, a proper first aid kit. This has a lot of first aid stuff in it. It's just behind the bandage here. Anyway, folks, check them out. I will put a link to their website down below, as well as a direct link to this bag in my Amazon store. So if you want to get this particular bag or any of the other colors, they come in 3 different colors. If you want to get them that or in the gray or the OD green, whatever. If you want to get those colors, you can get them there. And check them out. I think you'll be pleased. I thank you folks for watching today. Sorry the video ran a little bit long. I tried to make it as short as possible. Don't forget to check out our links down below. I will have a direct link to this bag as well as their website, the 3V Gear website. And I will have our Thrive Life link down below and our Food for Patriots link. That's preparewithiridium.com. Preparewithiridium.com if you want to check it out. Get yourself some freeze-dried food. Get yourself some food to put away. Comes in nice containers. It's all ready to be packed away in a closet somewhere. Good for 25 years. Awesome stuff. I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.